Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. To you, to you,
To you.
to you.
To you.
Feliz Año Nuevo. Feliz Año Nuevo.
Feliz Seven Wamos to you.
Okay. That was. It sounded like you said huevos instead of Año Nuevo.
I don't know what I was saying.
Welcome back to the Moss Podcast. I am Manny.
And I am Shawn.
And I fucked up our intro already. Hey, we had a couple days off. I'm sorry, okay? Let's start again. Here we go. Just ignore everything we just said. Hey, everybody, it's Manny.
And this is Shawn.
And together we form the Moss Podcast. I'm a little rusty. It's been a couple of days. How many weeks did we take off?
2?
2? Oh, it feels longer.
No.
Oh, well. Well, Happy New Year to everybody. Feliz Año Nuevos. Welcome back. It is now officially season 2. We got renewed. we renewed ourselves for season 2.
Yes. Welcome to 2023.
Yes.
If you listened to all of season 1, then you knew that season 2, we were going to try to do some things a little bit differently. One would be a rebranding, which we'll talk about, and just trying to structure the pod a bit, I won't say differently, but just, you still going to get us, but a little bit more structured, I guess.
Yeah. Even though I thought, after our first 4 episodes, we got in the swing of things.
Yeah.
So we hope everyone had a great holiday season, which some people think it's over, but there's 12 days after Christmas, which leads to what?
3 Kings Day.
Correct, the 3 Kings Day.
But not everyone is Latino, so they don't.
I know, but it's not so much a Latino thing, it's a religious thing.
Okay.
So for a country based in religion.
But is that a Catholic thing or is it just a Christian thing?
I can't tell you about everybody else's religion, I'm sorry. Did y'all do 3 Kings Day?
No, I honestly never heard of it until I met you.
Oh, so in y'all's story, baby Jesus just born and the 3 kings don't visit him?
I mean, they do, but all that happens during Christmas.
Right, the 12 days after allegedly he was born.
Never heard it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes. To all our Spanish speakers, because it is primarily Europe, Spain, Latin America, Caribbean, and such. By the time this comes out, it would have been over anyways, but happy 3 Kings Day. Feliz Dia de los Reyes. For those that have never heard of 3 Kings Day, it is from the Catholic religion. I don't know what other religions. I mean, I thought it was the same Bible, whatever. Anyways, we're not doing a religious podcast, but the story is you put some little hay on your, outside your bed, and the 3 kings come in the night, and the camels eat the hay, and then you get some gifts. Very big in Puerto Rico, the 3 Kings Day. So it's like the holiday season starts Thanksgiving and just keeps running into January. Which is funny because here in the US, I feel everybody takes everything down after Christmas Day. It's like lights off, trees down, commercials change, music's off.
Yeah, because now we're off to the next holiday.
Just Valentine's Day. From a market perspective.
We used to keep our lights up for some time after Christmas, but yeah, a lot of people do take them down like that, like you said, the next day or that weekend or whatever.
I always feel like we try to keep ours on through the 6th. Like, I'm not like devout religious person anymore, but I still honor the holiday season. But I feel sometimes like when everybody starts shutting all their stuff down, I'm like, God, I'm that house that everybody's probably like, oh, look at that guy. He doesn't take down his decorations. But anyways, whoever celebrates 3 Kings Day, the holiday season continues. And we're excited to be back for season 2.
Yay.
Were you going to share some of the exciting things we're going to do?
If you are listening to this on your favorite streaming platform, you will probably already notice that our cover has changed. The logo has changed a little bit. We just want it to be more seen, more visual, so you know who your podcasters are talking. Um, and just, an overall brand change.
Yeah.
First season was us just getting into this and figuring things out. So now that we kind of know where we want to go with this, we just thought like a rebranding, a refreshing, if you will, was necessary.
Yeah. That's cool. We're going to really start trying to do some more like touch point videos on social so you can see us as well. But
Yes.
our primary focus will be the pod, but
right. The podcast is always going to be the main focus, but all of season 1's episodes should be on YouTube now and your favorite streaming platform. And we're going to try to release the YouTube videos alongside the audio releases so that they happen at the same time.
right. I mean, some people prefer YouTube to receive or intake their audio podcasts, and we're trying to open that avenue and see if it helps us continue growing.
Yeah, we just want to reach everyone wherever they are.
Absolutely. So how was your holiday season?
My holiday season was good.
No margaritas today. I'm drinking water.
We had quite a house full over the holidays. My parents came from North Carolina to visit, came for 5 days. And then your family came and stayed with us for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was packed.
Yeah.
I felt like we were running a Airbnb breakfast. What's it called? Breakfast.
Bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast. There we go.
Yeah. So there was 8 people in the house
we had additional guests on Christmas Eve.
Yes, we did have additional guests on Christmas Eve.
We saw the max capacity of our house this holiday season.
But it was fun. We had a good time. They had a good time. There was lots of food.
Yes.
Lots of desserts, lots of drinks, the whole 9 yards. But we all had a really good time fellowshipping with each other, and that's what the spirit of the holiday is all about.
Absolutely. Yeah. There was a point where everybody was just on the couch watching TV, and it was great. It was also the coldest Christmas in 30 years in Florida.
Too. It was very cold.
Like we had wind chills in the 20s. And I know that's not anything compared to what North continental US got. But for Florida, I don't think anybody was ready for that. It was freezing.
Yeah. Didn't get to do a lot of outdoor things because it was very cold.
Yeah. Thank goodness for our jackets that we bought for our Chicago trip. They came in handy.
They did when it was time to walk the dog.
Right. So his parents came from North Carolina and just got to experience cold weather instead of what we're feeling today, which is 81 degrees. We kept saying all this past weekend, like last weekend, it was in the 20s. And this weekend, it was in the 80s. Drastic change. Let's see. Don't move here. It's terrible. It's gross. This is how you get sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun holiday season.
Yeah, it was fine. And then, well, do you want to talk about anything that you...
I mean, we didn't really do much. We just hung around the house.
Yeah.
We went back to the Tampa Bay Festival of Lights, which moved a lot better.
Yes, it was a lot better after Christmas than when we went. Just meaning there weren't as many cars, at least the time that we decided to go.
But this time Santa's Village was closed, so we weren't able to go to Santa's Village. And it was freezing, but no, I mean, New Year's Eve, we spent it here. We always spend it at home because our pup doggy Kenji is a little frightened by fireworks.
Yes. Even though this year he did really well because he's on anxiety medicine.
Yeah, that pill did really good for him. I was surprised. Like, even when I thought a bomb went off behind our house. That's how loud the fireworks were. We jumped up to check on him, and he was just passed out. So, excited for anxiety medication.
Yay.
But no, we just spent New Year's Eve with my sister and her husband. If you follow us on social, you would have seen the video of us counting down.
Yes, you would. You can still see it.
You can still see it. It is still up there, right? Yeah. But we did it live, and I had a great time trying to figure out how to download it. It was I hate Instagram. I'm just going to say it. I hate them. I hate the platform. I think it's stupid. I hate the platform, but I use it because that attracts people. But like the platform, the algorithms is like you skip scrolling and you're like, who are these people? And it's like based on your follow preference. And I'm like, I don't want any of this. I want to see the people I follow so I can support that. But anyways, that's probably a whole nother day conversation. Okay, great. So we thought, as we kick off this first episode of season 2, we wanted to chat about some TV, movies, and etc. Things we might be looking forward to here in 2023. And you might be interested too in some of the things we're looking at. For context, we are using a vanity. So it's called Vanity? I think it's called Vanity.
Variety.
I was close. I got the first letter.
I was like, Vanity Fair? No.
So we're using a Variety article that claims to have the most anticipated movies of 2023. We'll put the link in our show description so you can check it out yourself, because we're not going to talk about it. I think there was like 30 movies on there, but we're just kind of going to pinpoint some of our exciting points.
Yeah.
And the first one that came up on mine was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Comes out in May. Very excited. I'm a huge Guardians of the Galaxy fan. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's, what's his name? The little...
Rocket.
Maybe it's Rocket. It keeps me interested in Groot.
Did you enjoy the holiday special?
I did. I felt it was a little rushed. It could have been a little bit longer.
All of their special presentations are shorter. They're not like...
Yeah, I know. But
movies,
it could have given us an hour. I felt like wasn't it like 30 minutes?
Maybe 40 minutes. I don't know, somewhere around there.
It was cute. It was, it was a holiday special. I shouldn't expect like over the top for a holiday production, but it was cute. I enjoyed it. Are you looking forward to Guardians?
I am. I follow most of the MCU, if not all. I feel like I need to rewatch Volume 2 because I don't remember a lot of it. And there are things in it that are definitely to Volume 3, like things that they kind of planted in there that will come to fruition in Volume 3. So a rewatch is in order.
Well, we have till May, so we can definitely prepare to watch. Was there anything prior to May that you were interested in?
Prior to what?
Prior to the May release? Because there were some other movies there. I personally was like, whatever. There's that doll movie. What's it called? Megan?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of creepy.
I mean, people have been making a lot of memes out of it because to me, it's just like this is a new version of Chucky, which is fine.
True. I didn't think of it that way.
I mean, it looks interesting, but I think it's something that I wait until it's on streaming.
Yeah, I'm not running to go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it comes out this week, I think.
I feel like it got pushed back from its original release, but yeah, it might come out sometime this month because I've been seeing a lot more commercials for it.
Yeah, we were watching something on Hulu. It was like every other commercial.
Yeah.
Also coming out in May is Disney's The Little Mermaid live action.
Definitely looking forward to that.
It's definitely the most anticipated movie since characters were announced.
Since characters were in.
Not characters, I guess, actors or the cast of the film. We do know who the characters are in The Little Mermaid.
Yes.
But I'm excited for The Little Mermaid. So much significance around it, I would say. Even though,
How's that?
I mean, the main character is a person of color, of which I'm a fan of. And that little trailer and her voice, she's going to kill the role. It's going to be great.
There was no doubt about that.
Well, I know that, but having heard the trailer, when she does that run, it just gives me goosebumps. But anyways, excited about The Little Mermaid. I think we both agree on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this one. I put it on here. Did you have another one? Before I get to August?
Well, yeah, now that I think about it, because I didn't put dates on these, but well, I put dates on some of them didn't. But the Super Mario Brothers movie comes out April 7th.
Oh, yeah.
So that comes out before Guardians.
I mean, I knew I was going to go watch it with you, obviously, but I'm not excited about it. I think Mario's voice is horrendous.
I mean, it is what it is. It's Chris Pratt, and a lot of people don't like the voice, but it's a movie. It's not a video game. It's based off a video game, but from the trailers that they've shown so far, it looks really good. A lot of video game movies are very hit or miss. They either do really well or they suck. I would say the Sonic movies have done really well. I've seen both of them. And I mean, they take the source material and they turn it into a movie. And Sonic is a bit different because they took him out of his world and put him into the real world, which worked for the movies. And there's still some video game elements in there. But I think that was more because it was kid friendly, and like the elements that they added make sense for the people that know Sonic via the video games. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Mario Brothers movie. It looks good.
It should be good. Universal's going to bank.
Of course.
Especially with their sidebar, their Super Nintendo World in Japan, and that's opening in Hollywood and eventually Orlando 2025, something like that. The amount of money they're going to make is absurd. Then I put this one down, but I don't know. In August, The Haunted Mansion comes out, and I kind of talked about that on season 1 when Disney Plus or the Disney convention thing announced it. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. Danny DeVito, Tiffany Haddish. So it has some cool cast members, but I don't know. I think the one with what's his name?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy really ruined any expectations of the Haunted Mansion. And if you've listened to season 1, Haunted Mansion is one of my favorite rides. But I feel like this one might take a different. I don't know. It says viewers can expect spooky frights and comic delights on Walt Disney's Haunted Mansion. So there's not a lot.
It says comedy horror, so I feel like it's going to be
Eddie Murphy. Murdy. I can't say.
I feel like it's going to be.
I mean, Danny DeVito's
kind of
in
the
it.
same thing, in the vein of it's going to have horror elements to it, but it's going to be more comedic. I mean, the Haunted Mansion is, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a Disney property, so they're going to want kids to be able to see it. So they're not going to make something that's super scary.
I would love for them to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's there. I may wait till it comes out on Disney Plus. Did you have one beyond?
Where are we? August?
Yeah.
Again, I didn't put dates on these. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse comes out June 2nd. It is a sequel to the first one that came out that focuses on Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse, which focuses on Miles Morales, who is the half black, half Puerto Rican Spider-Man. And so in this one, in the first one, he kind of explored the multiverse and found different Spider-Men and women to help him along the way. In this one, it's across the Spider-Verse, which there's in the trailer they showed dozens of different Spider-Men and women that he will interact with.
Right.
And just the animation style of that movie was impressive, like the first one that came out. And just it looks like a living comic book and cartoon at the same time.
So it's not live.
It's not live action.
Oh, so it's comic.
Yeah, it's computer generated. It's CG. But the look of it is very unique.
Got it. I did see the artwork for it. It looked cool. I didn't put it on because I know you don't. I'm not a Spider-Man fan, but obviously I'll probably end up watching it. But
you haven't seen the first one though, right?
Yeah, probably have not. I put The Exorcist here. I don't even know why, because it's probably gonna be crap.
I didn't know they were remaking The Exorcist.
I didn't either. But this one takes the 1973 original, and they're redoing that. So is it kind of like Halloween?
I reprises a role in 1973 who helps a new father with his possessed child. So yeah, I guess it's kind of a continuation. I forget what they call these movies. There's a name for them where it's not completely a reboot.
Prequel?
But it is it's not a prequel because the person from the original one is in it. Like we are in the future now.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I need to see a trailer or something for it, but
yeah,
we'll see what.
I mean, I always look for scary movies around October, but
it says it's going to be a trilogy. So this kind of reminds. God. It does remind me of the Halloween Begins. Halloween.
Who cares? Okay. Halloween trash. Only the first one in that trilogy was good.
The second one was good too.
The second one was okay.
Okay.
The third one was garbage.
Well, that one's very divisive, yeah.
But honestly, and I don't know if I'll get heat for this, but I've never liked any of the Exorcist movies. It hasn't been scary. The actual Exorcist brand, if we talk about like, I can't think of their names right now. The couple, the investigations.
Lorraine and Ed.
Right. Like they did some movies from their research or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Or they've done Exorcism. Those have been really good. But the Exorcist franchise for me hasn't been like, it's like, bah. She's spinning around.
For back in the day when this came out, yeah, it was terrifying to people because they didn't have those types of special effects back in the day. They used a lot of practical effects. So it made it feel very real for that time period. True. Like I could see why people would be frightened of it. And some people are still frightened of it today. It's just, maybe it's just not for you.
I guess. Those were the only ones I actually had out of that whole list of 30. I'm sure there's other anticipated movies in 2023, but Variety only gave us those.
So I looked up some stuff on my own. Most of this stuff will pertain to Marvel because I love the MCU. So I'm looking forward to Loki season 2.
So am I. It comes out this year?
Yeah.
Finally.
Season 1 was really good. It also led to some plots that we will be getting like in Ant-Man. Ant-Man comes out in February with Kang. So looking forward to what they do there. Looking forward to Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson. That will also be on Disney Plus. Looking forward to season 2 of What If.
Did I watch season 1?
Of What If? I don't remember if you
Doesn't sound like I
did.
do.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
It basically just takes stories from Marvel and be like, what if instead of Wakanda, T'Challa was picked up by Yondu and he became um, what Peter Quill is to the Guardians of the Galaxy. So what if T'Challa led the Guardians of the
Okay.
Galaxy instead?
Interesting.
Looking forward to Ironheart. She was introduced in Wakanda Forever. Her series comes out at some point this year. It will also feature, I can see his face, Anthony Ramos as the villain in that show. Looking forward to that. And also Agatha, Coven. Well, I don't know if it's called Coven of Chaos anymore. I think they may
I
have
thought it was
changed the name.
2024.
Maybe it did get pushed back. I don't know. The list that I said had it for winter of 2023, but it could also be pushed back to 2024 because they had a lot of schedule changes. But if it does come out this year, whenever it comes out, I'm excited for it.
I want to see Agatha too. I'm excited for that. Disney Plus. I guess you're going to keep getting our monthly. Something that did come out in 2022 wasn't 2023, but it was the Beauty and the Beast 30th anniversary special. And I like Beauty and the Beast, the original, not the live action. Clarify that. We'll see how I like this one, but it's essentially a musical. It was created on ABC, so it was like a television special. I think it was the week before Christmas or something like that. And it featured some pretty big names. Her played Belle. I feel like this movie was under the radar, or this special.
I mean, they advertised it a lot.
I know, but I didn't hear any steam from it. Like, her is Belle.
Yeah.
Rita Moreno was the narrator. So, if you know who Rita is, very prominent Puerto Rican actress. Josh Groban played the Beast. Martin Short played Luminaire. Wait, did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. So it was interesting. The casting is cool. I want to watch it just to watch it, see what it's like. I mean, I love her.
Yeah, we had plans to watch it over the holidays, but it just didn't happen.
So, is anybody excited for any movies, shows in 2023? Let us know in our social. We got the link down there so you can look at the other movies and you can be like, oh, you didn't say this movie or whatnot. But that's just, to get your entertainment gears going for 2023. I always like to say have something to look forward to, even if it is a movie at that point. So here we are, 2023, season 2, first episode. And I posed the question of what's coming in 2023? Beyond the podcast, obviously.
I was like, wait.
We kind of talked about that at the beginning. But what are you looking forward to? What are you wanting to improve, focus, noteworthy things?
I'm just looking for. There's a lot of things I'm looking forward to because we have a lot of things planned already.
It's like the first year we
2023
go into a year where I feel like we have a lot of things planned.
Yeah,
ahead of time.
In just under 2 weeks, we'll be on a cruise. Is it under 2 weeks or is it?
My birthday's on the 16th.
Yeah,
we leave on the 15th.
We'll be sailing out of Miami on Virgin Voyages for the first time. It is adults only cruise. We've watched I don't know how many YouTubes, different people going videos on it.
Too many videos.
But everyone seems to like it, have a good time, so we're excited to check that out.
If anything, we've heard the food is phenomenal. So even if we hate the cruise itself, we should be eating well.
I am looking forward to seeing Janet Jackson in April for my birthday. Also, she said there will be new music, so I don't know if that's a new album or just some new singles because artists do that now. I'm hoping it's an album, but we'll see what happens. So excited about that. Excited about Celebration in the fall, which is another cruise. um, excited to grow the pod even more. You know, we learned a lot from the first season. And, you know, I've gotten down the hang of, you know, getting it edited, getting it out there. It's just, we really want to grow our audience. And we know that's something that takes time. But I'm looking forward to doing that and doing it with you.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm definitely looking forward to my birthday cruise aboard the Scarlet Lady. I'm excited for all things Virgin at this point because, like you said, so many videos, so many things are like, oh, I want to be a part of that. So I hope it lives up to this. I have set this tremendous bar for Virgin voyages, and I hope that doesn't do me bad when I board the ship because I've just been building it up in my head based off of what people have been saying. So I hope it's as good as an experience as I think we're gonna get. Hopefully,
I'm trying to go in with no expectations and just live in the moment.
I mean, I'll still live in the moment, but I do have high expectations. What I did do is throw away my preconceived cruise attitude. I guess it's not an attitude, but like knowledge, because we know we're stepping on board to a cruise ship with not a cruise feel to it. That makes sense.
I get what you're saying.
Because there's shows, but there's no structure. You don't have a cruise director that's screaming down your ear every 2 hours about what's going on. It is definitely like you're an adult. Here's an app on your phone and plan your day. Excitement! I did book all our reservations for dinner. Yes. Looking forward to celebrating your birthday as well. Your birthday coincides with Miss Jackson's performance just a couple days before, but consider it a VIP treat. She's performing for you, Shawn. She's throwing this whole concert for you because we were trying to figure out what to do for your birthday. And then Janet was like, here's my tour. And it's like, birthday week. She did it for you.
Yes.
And she started here in Florida. So we don't have to go too far.
And we're at the first show.
Yes, we are the first show. Oh my God, this makes our second concert. We're the first show. Because Bad Bunny this year. Well, last year. Actually, Beyonce's Formation, we were the first show too.
Was that the first show?
Yeah, because she started here. Remember, she rehearsed here and everything.
Oh, yeah. That's
People were trying to figure out where she was staying. I'm excited about Carnival Celebration as well. It's a fun ship. It's very similar to Mardi Gras, but we look forward to that as well. Continuing growing this pod, seeing what other things we can do, maybe some partnerships, sponsorships. I don't know. We can get creative with it along our journey with you. Special journey with you. I still kind of want to do something for the holidays this year. I want to fly somewhere where it's Christmassy and not Florida Christmas.
I mean, we already kind of discussed maybe doing New York just to do the tree and.
Yeah, but my sister threw in Chicago as an option, and I'd just rather do Chicago. More to come on that.
We'll figure it out.
But I don't believe in like resolutions and this crap. Like resolutions don't get, nobody keeps to them. Changing behavioral patterns, I like that better. Like I know I need to work out more. Creating a plan that fits my day with work and everything to where I can make it a daily thing and it just becomes a routine versus saying I have to do this and I have to eat like this. So I don't believe in resolutions, just changing our behaviors.
Yeah, last year, I have to remember to say that.
I keep forgetting.
Around January time when I had an appointment with my therapist, and we were talking about goals for the year. Like, same thing. He was like, don't set resolutions. Basically, what he had me do was do a vision board, and I know a lot of people do vision boards, but I'd done. You can do a digital vision board, so you don't have to go to the store and buy arts and crafts and get a canvas and do all of that. I did it in Canva, I think, actually, which is free, and you can create one there. But there's others that you can just search digital vision board, and they'll let you do one. But just adding the things that you want to accomplish over the years and taking a look at it every now and then. That's another good thing about it being digital. You can put it on your phone, you can put it on your desktop and just look at it every now and then. And I accomplished most of the things on there. And it felt good because it wasn't resolutions. It wasn't something that I had to stick by. It wasn't something I had to do every day. But I know that those were goals that I had set aside for that year to eventually obtain. And so it made it a lot easier to do that way because you don't stick to resolutions. No one does.
No. By February 1st, you're just like, what?
Right.
What did I say? So just, you create those goals and visions of what you want to do, and you kind of start changing your behaviors to achieve them. And changing behaviors is probably not the best way to describe it, but like everything is essentially mental. So you have to set those things in your brain so they click in. Like, what is it, 28 days to create a habit or something like that? I can't remember what it is.
Right. Most of these things are just lifestyle changes.
Right. So, I mean, that's why I used to do resolutions. And I'm like, I never lived up to them. So I'm just like, this is what I'd like to do. And I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't accomplish it. But definitely just trying to change those behaviors. And what word did you use?
Lifestyle change?
Lifestyle changes. That sounds way better than behaviors because it sounds like I'm saying you're in trouble. No. Change your behavior, young man. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. And rewind. We usually record the pod on Friday. We're not recording it on Friday today because why?
Oh, yes, I forgot. We're going to go see Hamilton.
How can we forget the number one major thing we got coming? What are we looking forward? We're looking forward to
stuff going on.
That's true. This Friday, we're going to see Hamilton for the second time. We have yet to experience it in New York because your prices are outrageous. Even though the first tour of Hamilton was very expensive. This is their second time here, and I think in 4 years. They were actually supposed to come back in 2020, but we all know what happened. So they're actually a little delayed in coming back. So they came relatively quick from the first time we saw them.
Yeah.
So we're excited to see Hamilton again this Friday. It's the other touring company from the one we saw the first time. So we get to see new cast members, which is great. And it's just a really good show. I love me some Hamilton.
It is. I listened to the whole thing maybe a month ago, just because I was in the mood to listen to it. And it's an amazing show. The soundtrack is amazing on its own, but seeing it in person is a whole different feel.
Yeah.
But
I remember when I ran across the Hamilton soundtrack. It was before the craze had started. I was listening to In the Heights because I love the show, even though I've never seen it. But I happened to click on Lin-Manuel's name, and Hamilton came up, and I was like, oh, what is this? So I clicked on it, and I was like, holy my goodness, what is this? Like, this is a musical? And I think I'd shared it with you, and then you started listening to it. And then before we knew it, it was just like Hamilton was everywhere. Everybody wanted to watch it. It was the most expensive ticket on Broadway. But yeah, excited to see that this Friday. It's a great show. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you see it. They do rap in the show, in case you weren't aware of that, as some of the people that were in the audience last time we went to Hamilton were like, I can't understand what they're saying.
Those are people that just wanted to go see it because it was a big name.
Right. But then they're going to go around saying, I don't know what they said the whole show.
Well, that's fine. You shouldn't have been here then.
They even left before it was done.
I mean, do your research.
Right. I was mad because they left before the show was over. Because I'm like, you took, I think it was like 5 or 6 seats from somebody who probably, because the first time Hamilton came here, it was crazy to get tickets. Like, I think we waited in queue for over 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Right. So I'm like, people wanted to go see it, and you may have prevented somebody who really enjoys the show from seeing it. This time, not that crazy to get tickets, and it's much cheaper. Thank goodness. So what else you got for us today, Dano?
That's all. I mean, 2023, there's a lot going on. So as the year goes on, we will share more.
We'll definitely do a Virgin Voyages review.
Yeah.
There is also unplanned things we might want to do, like that Christmas trip. So definitely a lot going on in 2023. This is probably the busiest January we've ever had since we've been together. We got a show this Friday. The next weekend is literally the cruise on Scarlet Lady. February will be quiet. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of anything right now that we have planned.
Political madness will probably start in February.
I don't even want to.
Presidential campaigns start kicking off.
I'm good where I'm at right now. I don't want to focus on that. When it happens,
I am excited though, because 2024 we might be doing our first cross-continental. Wait, do you say cross-continental?
I don't know.
We're going across the ocean. We're going across the ocean. And we might be landing down in España.
But that is
2024.
That is very far away. Pre-talk right now. So
we are in the preliminary funding stages of this trip.
Yes.
But just the thought of going overseas is pretty exciting too. But that's 2024. But yeah, we hope you will continue joining us here in 2023. We want to keep growing it. Please help us. You can share it with your friends, your families, whatever. People you hate. I always say send it to people you hate. Especially if they MAGA. Anyways, I won't get political.
Share it with everyone. And we also intend to grow. I mean, I think we've been growing the TikTok, but also the YouTube, leveraging video, because video's big. Video is king. People love to see, people love to interact that way because they want to know who's behind the mic. So we hope to do some fun things on both platforms as they utilize video more than the others. But yeah, you will get us audio-wise on your favorite streaming places and video-wise on those places.
Yeah. We talked about when we would, if we wanted to, turn it into video and audio, like visually, and we're not there yet.
No, that might be a season 3 thing.
Yeah, it's a lot more work to do a video edit than the audio.
Yes.
Then we need 2 cameras in here. Oh, it's just a party. It's like an OnlyFans studio at that point. We got multiple angles. Yeah. Anyways, whatever. And speaking of those socials, you should probably follow us on one of them or all of them.
Yeah, you can follow us on Instagram at Moss_podcast.
Or Twitter and TikTok. They are both the same, Moss_podcast22.
And you can email us at mannyshawn@gmail.com. That's MANNYANZSHAWN@gmail.
And then we have our YouTube. If you want to check it out, it's youtube.com/@Moss Podcast. See, if you listen to us in season 1, it took me like 4 episodes to get the / thing. I don't know. It always panics me. Like, is it back or is it forward? Anyways, whatever.
Most web URLs, it will be back /.
Thank you, Mr. IT.
You're welcome.
Sean used to do IT in a former life. He loved it so much. And as we always say, don't forget to follow our podcast on your favorite platform to receive alerts when our new episode is out. And the quickest way to find us, if you don't use one of our links, is to go to your favorite platform and type in Manny, MANNY, the word AND,
Shawn, SHAWN.
and that'll bring us right up because we're artists.
And don't forget to rate and write a review, which will help grow our pod.
Yes, please write a review, follow the pod. Anyway, and as we say here on the Moss Podcast,
do something good for yourself.
Then do something good for someone else. 2023, y'all. Make sure you prioritizing yourself.
Oh, I forgot something that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, we got time because
it's fine.
It's a shorter podcast.
It's quick. I'm looking forward to us doing our mental health episodes.
Yeah.
Because May is Mental Health Month. So I'm looking forward to doing some special topics.
Sharing our journey,
maybe having some mental health guests on.
Professionals.
That's the word I was looking for. On the show to talk about mental health because it's very important to us. It should be important to you.
Yes, very important to you. Kick off 2023. If you've been putting it off, find somebody to talk to. I know it can be expensive if you don't have insurance. Check your local counties for any help, community centers. I know here in Tampa, we have a community center for the LGBTQ. I don't know if therapy's free there, but I know they have services available for people. So definitely get out, talk to somebody. I always say the worst person you can talk to when you're trying to work through things is family. Not because they're not great, but they're always going to kind of side with you. You need somebody who's going to give you a good perspective on everything as an outsider. So kick it off in 2023. It's going to be good for you. Like, I haven't had therapy in a while, but I still refer back to my tools. Sometimes I do laps, but that's expected. As my therapist likes to say, we're not going for, what's the word? Perfection. We're going for proficiency. So we need to be a better proficient self. But yeah, so don't get used to these short pods because, they're going to always be long. But this one's short. We're just kicking off the year. We're excited to be back, and we're excited to share some of our adventures with our crews. Definitely follow the social because we'll post videos there with our experiences. But until next time, we're so happy you're here with us. We'll see you. No, can't see us. Well, you could stare at our photo while we're talking.
Where were you going?
I'm not sure where I was going with that.
I'm not sure either.
Okay. Well, and if you're new here, this happens a lot. So if you like it, the comedic nature of it, come back. All right, y'all, stay safe. Happy 2023. Prioritize yourself. Take care of yourself. We'll catch you on the next one.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year to you. Hey, hey. Happy New Year to you. Feliz Año Nuevo. Feliz Año Nuevo. I don't have a Weedle, so I can't.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.